Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. How are we? My name is Cecilia, aka Mama C, and this is my channel, Hooked by Mama C. I say an awful lot, so I apologise for that before we even start. So this channel is, I suppose, it's all about crochet, yarn, which I'm an addict, healing, because crochet is my therapy. I'm also a spiritual natural born intuitive energy healer. So I would be spiritual and into energy and positive thinking, but not as in positive thinking, of using different methods of helping me to stay positive and keep me calm. So if they help me, then I like to share. So today I'm just talking about crochet and some of my WIPS and things that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks. So this, I'm absolutely so delighted. Look, these are my little labels that I had done, which I absolutely love. I'll try and find the link and put it down below for where I got them. I'm living in Ireland, so you can get them in UK as well. They post them. I will find the link. I'll try and put it on, but it's Hooked with Love by Mama C and the crochet hook. Isn't it the cutest thing? I love them. So anyway, this is my latest creation. I think there's a video, or there's a little bit, there's a short video on it, a short on my channel if you want to see it. So there it is. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm sorry, I know I'm self-praising, but I just love the yarn, and it's so squishy and warm, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm going to see if I can hold it up properly so you can see it in person. So this is it, and I did the cuff, the collar, and the bottom, the waist, in mustard, dark rusty colour. Sorry, not mustard, dark rusty colour. So I'm very pleased with it. The yarn I used was actually Winter Glow by Hobby. Sorry, Hobbii. So it was number 24. Is it number 24? No, number 22 is the multicolored one. I used 2 full skeins of that, and number 24 is of the solid for the top one. Now when I did get the yarn, it felt a bit, not rough, but it wasn't as soft as I thought it was going to be. But once when this was made and I washed it and hung it up to dry, oh my god, it's lovely, and it has a lovely halo, fuzzy halo over it, so it turned out really, really well, and I'm so pleased. And it's my own pattern, my own design, which I haven't wrote down yet, but I will. So this is why I'm talking about it. I've had so many people ask me what the pattern is for it, so I'm going to try and write it out, or do a video, maybe do a video on it, on creating it. What do you think? Should I do a video? I've never done a video teaching tutorial crochet, making a tutorial for crochet. If you think I should, then let me know down below in the message, in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I'm just in love with it, absolutely in love. So shout out to Hobby for a beautiful yarn, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I am not affiliated with Hobby. I just like some of the yarns. This is my first time ever using Winter Glow, and I'm impressed. If you don't like fuzzy things, then this is not for you. But and I don't normally, I really don't, and I don't like a lot of wool. Hang on a second now, and I find this is some that I have. I got this, I think, for Christmas or Mother's Day from the kids. So this is another one of them, but it's not the colour, obviously, that I made it with. It's a different colour. The colour of this one is 25, Winter Glow 25, and it's beautiful. It has lovely colour, lilac, and kind of a sage green, and a tiny bit of kind of a beige and mustard and white, and it's beautiful. So that's my next project, I think. One of my next projects anyway. So they come in, see, even holding that up to my face there now. It's 51% wool and 49% acrylic. There's 200 grams in each roll, which is 7.05 ounces. 700 meters, which is 765 yards, which is a lot of yarn. Now, I think, I can't remember the price of them. I'm really sorry, it's gone out of my head. But I got my last ones, I think, on the from the live with 40% off. I think that's where I got them, which was very cool. I think they're 29. I'd be lying. I can't actually remember, but they are a bit expensive. They are, but I really enjoyed making this, and it turned out really beautifully, and it washed really well. I put it on a cool wash, 30-degree wash, 15 fast minute with softener and a tiny bit of washing the detergent liquid, a little bit of that and softener, and it came out beautifully. And I put it on Ronnie. Ronnie is my mannequin. The girls call her Ronnie. My daughters, they christened her Ronnie, Veronica. And that reminds me of a movie. See, I go off in tangents. So anyway, so yeah, that's Winter Glow. And then the solid, I think this is the solid I used. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the solid one I used. Isn't that lovely? Look at the colour of that. Isn't it beautiful? Now the colours are absolutely on the ball, as like exactly the same as on site as what it is in the ball. And they are beautiful. So this is colour 24, and there's 100 grams, which is 3.5 ounces, 350 meters, which is 382 yards. And they recommend a 5 to 6 mil. They're saying it's a 4, weight 4, but I wouldn't count it as a weight 4. I'd count it closer to a DK or a 3 weight in the US. It would be very similar to a weight 4 in the US, but in UK and Ireland, it would be more of a DK. And that would be the same, yeah. So I have this picked out for well, I think, and this green. Look at that. The beautiful. So that color is number 19, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's called Dark Olive, I think. I'm looking forward to tearing into them. So that's one. That's finished. And if you would like me to do a tutorial, because I'm terrified of doing a tutorial in case I mess it up. But I think if I was going to make this again, I'd make it with that one in that color, in those colors. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I've never written a pattern. I wrote down a couple of things that I've made over the years, like ponchos and stuff like that. But I've never actually put them out as patterns. I don't know how to do that. I'd be new to it. But I suppose, like Crystal from Bag a Day, she does a lot of tutorials, but she doesn't write a pattern for everything that she makes. So that might be something I can do, I suppose. And mine are like everything we make, no matter what you crochet, who you follow, what pattern you do, if you follow a pattern belonging to somebody else, it's still unique to you, and you can add your own little polish to it and your own twist to it, which I think is amazing. And I was terrified with something, like if I was making something major, like I've made beautiful baby blankets with hooked on sunshine patterns, and Vanessa Smith, oh my god, she makes the most beautiful patterns. They're so easy to read. But up to, that's another tutorial. But anyway, going back to where I was, it was actually Cinnamon Stitches, Jennifer Rivera. Sorry, Jennifer, I pronounced that wrong. Shout out to Jennifer. I've learned so much from watching Jennifer. I fell in love with one of her shawls, and I'll do a tutorial on that one of these days, or a video on those as well. But she makes things so easy to follow. She's very simplistic. She's very down to earth, and it's just she chats away and explains. But one of the things I took from her was through the video and at the end of the video, she says, I want to see what you make and how you make them and how you put your own twist on them. And as she was going through them teaching, she talks about you can do as whichever stitches you want. Like we'll just say it was granny stitch and then half double crochet stitches in the next row, and she'd say like, well, she would say to her like, my pattern is this and this, but you can do as many, you can change the pattern to suit you and the way you want it. So I started doing that, and that gave me such confidence in making something else and adding in my own little twist, because I'd have ideas while I'm crocheting. I don't know about any of you out there, but if you're creating something and you're crocheting, you want it to look a certain way, or you think something else would look better, or for your pattern, for your whip, or whatever you're creating, and put in your own stitches, try things differently, get the basics down of whatever you're making, and then off you go. It just, oh my God, it makes me giddy when I start making something and then I get an idea to add it in, or I'm looking at colours and I'm like, oh, I could try that. Do you know what? I could try. The only thing about this, sorry, going back to this again, it is a bit of a yarn eater, because like there is 760 yards on each roll of the Winter Glow multicoloured one, and because there's puff stitches, it can be a bit, so I use 2 full skeins of that, and it actually, there's a tiny bit left from the 2 full skein. I don't know where it is. I had it there. I mean, a tiny bit. You wouldn't even get a row out of it. There wasn't even 50 yards, I'd say, on it. There was less. There was about 20 yards on it. So I used the 2 full balls for this, and I suppose this would be counted as, I don't know what you count it as, a large. I'd be between a 16 and a 20, depending on. I'm blessed up here, chest-wise. Yeah, so I'd be a 40 double D, 40D, depending on the bra. So yeah, anyway, just to let you know. So if you're a small, you might get away with 1.5 balls, or a medium, but I think you'd be better off having the 2. So there, but you don't have to use Winter Glow. If you want to use a different variegated or a plain color. So that's a big. Sorry, I'm just putting that away. That was a massively big boost of confidence for me when I finished this, and it was my own design. Now I have designed shawls. I'm actually in the middle of a huge one at the minute, and I have designed ponchos and tops and things for my girls, but that is different. That's intricate. There's different design in it and different stitches in it, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. Anyway, so that's that. I don't want this to drag on for too long. So my other whips are this. Look at this. I know there's loads of colours around me now, but look at this. It's for maybe a 3 to 6 month, maybe a little older, 6 months maybe, poncho for baby girl. Isn't it so sweet? I made this the other day. Oh my God, I'm terrible. I followed a pattern from a lady on YouTube, and her name is gone completely out of my head. I should have wrote it down. I do apologise. I'll poke it out if I can, and I'll put a link in the description if I can think of it. So that's one of the things I made. Somebody asked me to make one, and somebody asked me to make a child's cardigan. I've never made a baby cardigan, never in my life, ever made a baby cardigan. And it's actually annoying me. I'm not comfortable with it at all. No, I have made like intricate stitches, with smaller wool and stuff, but for some reason I'm not getting on. You think I'd get on better with it, but this is it so far. So that's it so far. And I have to do the sleeves. So that's my second whip of the day. I think that turned out beautiful, and the wool is, the yarn is absolutely gorgeous. organise it. I'm sorry. I'm not a bit organised today. I'm so sorry about this. I thought I was a bit more organised. Oh, no, 1 second. 1 second. Is it in here? This is the yarn for these guys, but I think it's actually very the same as Sundown. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the make, but Sundown was it? I think that's the same color way. For this, it's telling me it's color 554-11. So Papataya Botti. So yeah, so the both of them are made from that. I have a few balls of that I bought ages and ages ago. They were in my stash. So that's that. And this is the next one. This is a housewarming gift for a very dear friend. I'm not finished yet. It's my own pattern. This is what I love about making blankets. I just love just doing my own thing. So this is my own design and my own pattern. I'm not finished yet. I'm nearly there. And this was made actually from, this is the end of the ball nearly, the last ball I have. It's called Lollipop Melange, and it was by Hobie. I actually bought it from a lady. I received it as a gift actually from a lovely lady, Andrea. Either Andrea or Audrey, I beg your pardon. I knew I should have wrote all this bits down, but she actually gave me a gift of these, and you can't get it anymore with Hobie. I haven't seen it on site, so that's the yarn, and the color number was 9, so I think they're pretty old. They're 30% super wash wool and 70% acrylic, but oh my god, it's turning out beautiful. And I'm using a cream Aran. Yeah, it's a cream. The cream Aran is a tiny bit thinner than the melange. There's the word for you. So these are my WIPS that I'm working on at the moment. And I have one more. This isn't finished yet. I just have to put a couple of more rows and edging on it. And of course, my beautiful Omi hooks. I don't go anywhere without them. So that's that. And I'm using my baskets, so it's so handy to put all my bits in. So this is my, sorry for bending over, excuse me. This is my large project that I've been working on for a while. And I'm doing an awful lot of talking about Hobie, and Hobie's not the only yarn I use. And again, I'm not affiliated with any company, any yarn company at all. But a lot of my Christmas presents and things from my children, I picked the yarn, or they bought the yarn, or they gave me money for the yarn, and I fell in love with their cookie yarn. So this, as you can see, I made this. It's a star blanket from the same wool. This is called Cookie Candy, and actually you can get it somewhere. Anyway, this is Cookie Candy, and I'm in love. I'm absolutely besotted with cookie yarn, but the Cookie Candy, like I have to make a jumper or cardigan or something out of this. Look at that. So this, I wanted a blanket for my chair, so when I'm sitting here in the winter, but I didn't want just an ordinary triangle, so I decided to make a huge wraparound shawl, and it's huge at the moment. So it's absolutely huge at the moment, and I'm not finished. I want it to go, like, it literally wraps around completely, but I want to be able to lay it on my body, you know, and stretch out my legs up when the recliner is up, and be able to put it right down my legs. So no, I don't mean wrap it up here, but this is it. It's a shawl, obviously now, but I wanted the V-shape one, so I could just play with it. And so it spans out, like it's way wider than me and my arms, but it's my design. And again, I'm in love with the puff stitches at the moment. So if you can see there, I don't know if you can see that. So this is the main body of it. And I kept the puff stitches running along the middle of it all the way. And I love the way I have this done up here. So I started off with a percentage of puffs here and here, and then I gradually grew them out with the grannies, and they come out in a triangle going the opposite way, so the point is that way, and it's going down. Do you see? I don't know if you can see that. So that's my biggest whip at the minute. I fell in love with this when I made my new beginnings, new life throw from my bed. There's actually a video on my channel. If you go through the videos, you'll see it, and it's the same colorway, and I made the most, and it was my work of art. I mean, it's a mashup of different patterns, and it just came together so beautifully. I have it put away at the moment. It's just, it turned out so beautiful. But if you look through the videos, you'll see that it's there. And it's my bed is a double bed, queen size maybe, so it goes right over both sides, you know, just hangs over nicely, and it just fits perfectly. I was thrilled with it. So that's where I fell in love with the yarn. I beg your pardon for going on. So this is what I'm making to match, I suppose, for the winter, for when I'm crocheting, that it will just, I'll be able to spray it down, and then I have this as my headrest up here. So yeah, my room is teal, must, these colours are I just love them. I absolutely love them. I'm very pleased with them. So I'll keep you updated on how this is going, and how my cardigan is going, and my melange blanket. So this is Cookie Candy. I have it here, and the Cookie Candy is, this is color 46218, and it's made by Jarbo. You can get it online. Yeah, I get mine through Hobie, but there is another crowd that does it. But you'll have to type it in to Google search and find it. I apologise again for not being, but like, if you have any questions, just ask me, and I will answer, no problem at all. So there's 200 grams in this, which is 600 meters, which is about 650 yards. So I'm on my third one, I think, at the minute. Yeah, I think I'm on the third one for this. Or is it the second one? Maybe it's the second one. I had a half one, and this is, yeah, there's a bit left in here. Again, I have a video on these. These are toilet roll holders for camping, and there's little hooks on them that you can hang them up on the tree, see? Beside you. But I loved them because they had the zip, they're waterproof, and there's the fine big hole here to hold the cakes, and they hold the whole cookie cake, which is fantastic because the cookie cakes are pretty big. So I'm thrilled with all my WIPS. These are my WIPS. Yeah, I've kind of had a bit of a tough week. I had therapy as well this week, so I go to therapy. I was going every week, and I've changed it to every 2 weeks. My therapist is amazing. Shout out to Catherine. And it actually took me. I'm 52 Right. Yeah, I'm 52. But it took me like 40 years, 30 years to find a therapist and to be willing to work with a therapist. And I found her, and she's just amazing. She's such a special person. But yeah, I'm dealing with stuff at the moment. I had a very troubled childhood, um, abusive childhood, um, neglect, just so much of it. Um, so that's kind of stuff that I'm dealing with in the last few weeks, and it's kind of sneaking up on me and wanting to be kind of, it's coming out in little bits. You know, it's not, it's been taken. It's I suppose it took so long for me to box it away and put it away. It's taken a while to come back up, to come up and be dealt with. But I totally believe my own divine self, my divine spirit, will only give me the bits that I can handle gradually, you know, until I get there. So anybody out there that's suffering with emotional health, I call it emotional health instead of mental health, but the same thing. Anyone that's suffering from it, it took me so long to find the strength and energy to go for therapy. And I tried a couple of different therapists, but it didn't click, and I didn't feel safe enough. Um, but keep trying if you do suffer emotionally, or you have emotional health stuff, mental health, depression, anxiety, stuff from your past or your childhood that's haunting you. Because everything from our childhood actually guides us in our adulthood. If we don't get it sorted out, it actually makes us make decisions. I didn't want this to be, I don't know why I brought that up in this video, but for anyone that's suffering with mental health issues, I applaud you for getting up in the morning, for washing your face if you wash your face, for making your bed if you made your bed. I applaud you for putting on the brave face and trying to manage with your children. And if you're a parent, I applaud you. I take my hat off to you. I send you out distance energy healing and love. Just take a few breaths and believe in yourself and ask the divine to guide you and help you through it. There's also a little video on, if you go through my videos, on the Ho'oponopono, and that's what helps me, that when I get to the stage that I'm just so wound up. Take a look. Anyway, I apologize now. My son is sneezing outside. There will be noise because this is a busy house. So they're my WIPS for the week that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really appreciate anybody that's been watching. Thank you so much. Please watch to the end. If you really like the videos, please subscribe. And share. I'd be very grateful. I wish you all a lovely evening. I send out love and blessings to everyone, and blessed be. Thank you very much.